Have you ever noticed how some places give you a better deal if you pay with cash? It's because they save on transaction fees, and sometimes they pass those savings on to you. But let's talk about why using cash for certain purchases is even more important these days. Sure, we all like getting into our digital wallets and online shopping. But hold on a sec. There's a solid reason why cash still rules in certain situations. And if you stay tuned, I'll give you some tips on how to purchase using your cash, even online, as well as protecting your identity. First off, cash means no digital trace. In a world where every move is tracked, paying with cash keeps things off the grid. But it's not just about privacy, it's also about being prepared. What if there's a glitch in the banking system or the internet goes out? Having stuff bought with cash can be a lifesaver. Additionally, we all know that there are markers on certain items we buy. I wasn't able to find concrete proof that these items are the ones that should be bought with cash, but I can say that with articles I've read, it seems these would be the ones being paid attention to if any purchases are being watched. So let's look at these must-haves you need that you should pay cash for. Guns and ammo. This is a no-brainer. It's wise to use cash for these items. Not only does it keep your purchases discreet, it also avoids leaving a digital trail that could compromise your privacy and security. Seeds and gardening tools. Investing in your future with heirloom seeds and quality gardening gear is also a game changer. Growing your own veggies not only amps up your meals, but also boosts food security and sustainability. Plus, it's off-grid and totally in your control when you pay with cash. Candles, lanterns, and alternative light sources. Power outage? No problem when you've got candles and lanterns to light up your space. They're not just for ambiance, they're practical and safe, especially during emergencies. Basic tools and hardware. Whether you're a DIY pro or a newbie, having a toolkit handy is a lifesaver. From fixing leaky faucets to tightening bolts, being self-reliant feels awesome, and it's also under your control and no one's watchful eye when you pay with cash. Cash itself. Yeah, good old paper money can be a lifesaver in emergencies when ATMs are down or cards won't swipe. Keep a reasonable stash in a secure spot for those unexpected moments. NonElectronic Entertainment. Books and board games are gold for family bonding and unwinding from screen time. They're not just fun, they're educational and they're timeless. And it is possible that even certain books we buy are being tracked. Bottled water and water containers. Staying hydrated during emergencies is a must. So stocking up on bottled water and sturdy containers to keep you going when the taps run dry. Buy a normal amount when you do your grocery shopping, then use your cash to stockpile more. Emergency supplies. Water filters, first aid kits, and non-perishable food are essential for handling unexpected situations. Be prepared with these must-haves, especially during uncertain times. Websites and even brick-and-mortar stores are most likely flagged if anyone is keeping track, so paying cash when you can for large stockpiles is a safe bet. Precious metals like gold and silver. In today's economic climate, investing in metals like these can protect your wealth from inflation and currency devaluation. Just make sure you do your research and store them securely. Also, brass, copper, and other useful metals are good to stock up on. A great place to make cash transactions for metals is pawn shops. So how do you keep from showing up on any radar while making online purchases? One of my main issues is that most stores near me do not sell the items I'm looking to stockpile. So I've come up with some ways to purchase online and still keep my privacy. Use prepaid debit cards. You can find these just about anywhere these days, even grocery stores. Get in the habit of removing a set amount of cash each week or each month, whatever works for you, from your bank account. Go to a store that sells prepaid debit cards and purchase the amount you need with the cash you've withdrawn. Then use these prepaid debit cards to purchase the online items you'd like to be discreet about. Some additional tips. Use a pseudonym. Come up with a name that you can easily remember. When creating accounts and making purchases with your prepaid card, use that name for all your purchases you don't want tracked. If anyone ever inquires about that name, they were living with you and they moved out. Use VPNs when shopping online. These can help mask your IP address and encrypt your internet connection. This can make it more difficult for websites to track your browsing and your purchasing habits. Use privacy-focused browsers. Consider using privacy-focused browsers like Tor, which routes your internet traffic through a network of servers to anonymize your online activity. Create a specific email address for these purchases. Create a separate email account with a service that prioritizes privacy and doesn't require personal information for sign-up. This can help keep your online purchases separate from your personal identity. Be incognito. Using the incognito or private browsing mode in your web browser can help prevent the browser from storing your browsing history, cookies, and other temporary data. This can add an extra layer of privacy to your online shopping activities by not leaving behind traces of your browsing session. Wipe that history. Yep, all of it. By using a browser that is solely dedicated to your online shopping, this shouldn't be as much of a headache as it sounds. Clearing your entire browsing history, your cookies and cache, after each shopping session can further reduce the chances of your online activities being tracked or linked back to you. Your best bet is to combine several of these tips together. Consider combining incognito browsing with a VPN, using anonymous payment methods, and the fake name and email address. This may sound paranoid, but for those who pay attention to what is and isn't being said by mainstream media, as well as all the cyber attacks happening these days, this is actually great advice for everyone, whether you're looking to discreetly shop for items or just wanting to protect your identity as much as you can. Embracing cash for certain purchases isn't just being old school, it's about being savvy and prepared. Whether it's for privacy, security, or simply being ready for the unexpected, keeping some good old-fashioned cash on hand is a smart move. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please share them in the comments. And check out this video YouTube has chosen for you to watch next based on your viewing history.